before I start this reaction video to Louis Rossman's terms of YouTube service, I just want to say, everyone, I've been saying this for a long time about YouTube. How I, one of the smaller creators, do not make money off YouTube. So, Louis Rossman is going to make a statement about receiving funds directly from your audience to support or using other resources like Patreon. But with that said, I'm the Panda Photographer. I'm a documentarian, journalist, photographer, activist, and I'm a person that actually understands a little bit about law, especially in certain states like New York City, Wisconsin, Oregon, and Washington State. And Louis Rossman has been fighting for the right to repair. For all his life, he's been trying to, give us an American opportunity to repair our devices, no matter if it's Apple, Samsung, doesn't matter what device you have. But lately, YouTube did this.
I still don't see it happening. That'd be too risky for them. I don't think it would happen. I think it would be, and I also don't think it would matter to YouTube, to be fair. I think YouTube at this point does not give a fuck about like the upper echelon of the YouTubers or anything.
We're going to start off with the video with that because it is a true statement. Because on my channel, YouTube doesn't care what happens. They don't even care if someone was doxing me just a few days ago, weeks ago. It's been an ongoing issue. So with that said, everyone, if you are a YouTuber, a small YouTuber creator, you may not want to agree to the new YouTube terms of service because even I think it's pretty shady what YouTube has done. Check this out.
Thanks to Prime Zeke and the gift sub Livy. Also, you might recognize him. For a long time, he has fought hard for the right to repair. I think he is fantastic. I want to get that out there right now. The work he's done in the right to repair community, I think, has been extremely important stuff.
How's it going? I hope you're having a lovely Friday morning. Today I'm sitting here with Clinton the cat, and we're going to be discussing something that made Clinton the cat very angry today. So I logged into my YouTube account and I saw a banner on the top of the screen. It said, action required, accept new terms to stay in the YouTube Partner Program and to start earning Shorts ad revenue. Now I don't really care about Shorts ad revenue because I don't do Shorts because it's just not a video content form that I'm good at. Program is what allows you to put ads in your videos, which allows you to get money from YouTube, which is nice because Mr. Clinton likes $3 per can cat food and we have to spoil the Clinton.
Aww.
So I went to click this link and actually do something crazy.
By the way, I love cats, right? For you two to do this to Clinton the cat, shame on you, YouTube, for trying to even monetize, to censor the cat. But I'm going to make a joke about something.
Which many people don't do when it comes to legal agreements, which is read it. And
cringe.
You guys going to get...
Luckily, there's guys like him that actually read it. The majority of people, myself included.
Well, I do read the terms of service sometimes. And lately, the terms of service hasn't really changed when it came down to the partnership and the monetization. But this time, YouTube put some shady stuff into that, which you're about to find out in a moment.
When there's terms of service, everyone just assumes that it's just nothing, which is exactly what I did. So I saw that the other day, and I just assumed that it was something very simple, very silly, no big glaring changes, so I've already accepted it, yeah. I had no idea they snuck in some wacky shit there, and I guess I should have known better when it comes to YouTube. Because in every other service, the terms, like, it's always just nothing. Like, actual fucking nothingness half the time. Except for this one time, YouTube banked on everyone just glossing over it and just being, like, mindlessly droning through it and then just clicking accept, which is exactly what I did on it.
It is honestly isn't that long, and it really doesn't take much time to get to the part that, in my opinion, is a massive screw job. So if you just search through this agreement, you'll see this one section called non-qualifying revenues.
This is the
It says
screenshot
over
I saw.
here, and I'll zoom in to make it easier to view on the screen. YouTube may either 1. Withhold or adjust any partner earnings associated with a breach of the terms, including the YouTube channel monetization policies, or 2. Charge back or offset such amounts against future partner earnings payable to you. YouTube will notify you if any of these circumstances occur and provide details on about how you can appeal in accordance with these
That's
policies.
so evil.
Now,
That's
the
so
main
evil.
problem that virtually everybody has spoken about.
That is so evil. That means, like, let's say you made a video 6 years ago, and now YouTube now sees that the video now doesn't fit their YouTube guidelines or policies for monetization this year. So they can literally charge you or literally take money from you or take money from your future revenue.
YouTube at some point in time, whether it is a creator with 1,000 subscribers or a creator as large as PewDiePie, is that it is virtually impossible to actually get through to somebody at YouTube and speak to them if something like some sort of error occurs and you violate one of their policies. One of the best examples that I have on my channel of this happening to me is this video I did of an angry Clinton. So my cat's name is Mr. Clinton, and he was meowing for about 1 or 2 minutes very angrily. So I decided to record it because when Clinton meows, it's kind of funny. And he got flagged. It says, we are removing this video because it violates our community guidelines. You'll be able to view the video for 7 days.
That's
and
crazy.
This period allows you to review the content of this.
Yeah, that is crazy, but that also happened to me a few times. So I'm a journalist. I'm a documentarian. I'm a literally have New York City credentials that says that press credentials, independent. And I literally broadcast, YouTube is supposed to be this community where you can share your moments and let your community know, or your followers, because not all your followers live out of state. Some followers live in your city. So you post up a NYPD wanted sign of an individual that is wanted. It's supposed to be community based. It's supposed to be educational, right? So I did educational for the tag and everything on YouTube, and YouTube says that it's not monetization. It's not monetizable friendly. Okay, then what about this video? A video that they post, like I posted in 2022, and they now decided to monetize it. They've been sitting on it for quite some time, thinking. And this is why the manual reviews for YouTube videos are just literally shit, because there are people behind there that literally do not give a fuck about your freedom of speech. They don't even know their own rights. And mind you, some of them are just bigots.
Whether you wish to submit an appeal. I had problems having the video reinstated until I did the video on the content strike that I got for, I'm not kidding, harmful and dangerous content. This video is literally a cat. It was an adorable little cat, and the cat is just sitting there on the counter and he's meowing. Look at him, he's just sitting there and he's going row.
I bet if you took that video to Twitter, though, he'd get a totally different response from all the pseudo-intellectual veterinarians on there who have never once left their goddamn...
And I also want to add that if you go to my YouTube channel, there's quite a number of YouTube videos that were deleted. Like one, I uploaded a video, mind you, it was a live stream of me doing an unboxing while I was in Wisconsin before the pandemic. This is where I resigned from my state job, and I decided to move on back to go back to the West Coast, right? In that video, I unboxed and I was having sushi. That was the one day that I showed everyone on live stream, and I uploaded it also on Facebook. If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have that video, because YouTube deleted the video. But also, before that video got deleted, YouTube didn't want to monetize it for some reason. Weird question. Yeah, this is weird. Mind you, this is in 2020 when this happened.
House or the comfort of Twitter. They would diagnose this cat with depression, call him a terrible cat owner. It's clearly in distress. Maybe it's starved and it's lashing out for food, desperate to eat anything because its owner's neglecting him and shit like that. And that's probably exactly who was behind the manual flags at YouTube. Those absolutely delusional weirdos.
And exactly. Those delusional individuals behind these manual reviews are literally telling me my content is not advertising friendly. It's educational. If you really want to look at my channel, everything's been educational. I should attack everything as educational, because if you allow a woman to breastfeed on your platform and literally show their nipple, I'm sorry to say that, everyone, but YouTube might flag me for saying that word. That's crazy, right? For saying what is in the dictionary. They will flag you for it. No, the AI will flag you for it, because the AI is programmed to be greedy and to demonetize only what YouTube decides what is important.
That happens with every cute animal video ever for some reason. That is so fucking weird how that always happens. Dangerous content for a cat meowing is wild.
Now, it's one thing if YouTube makes a mistake and one of your videos disappears. At some point, any content creator
It's the prime alley.
It's one thing if YouTube makes a mistake and one of your videos disappears. At some point, any content creator with thousands of videos is going to say mea culpa, whatever, it is what it is. They're going to curse, but they realize that there's no other platform on the internet that is going to allow them the reach, the monetization that YouTube does. So
Because other creators that are already invested, that are really top tier YouTubers, are scared to start over on a new platform. For the small creator, it's pretty easy because you didn't become big yet. You can literally just make the new platform as you on another platform. This is why I'm suggesting other ones. Like, this is why I want to do more to my Patreon page. Yes, I have a Patreon. Go to descriptions down. Yes, in the descriptions there is a Patreon. The thing is, I only upload YouTube edit videos, and what I need to do now, I wish that Patreon had some type of live stream feature, but they don't. But take it with a grain of salt. But
they just kind of suck it up and deal with it. But I think something that's going to cause a lot of people to start saying, no, screw this, is the ability for YouTube or Alphabet to literally reach into your bank account and take back money that they gave you based on a robot striking your cat for hate speech because he was meowing. And that is what you...
Wait, how did the AI know that the cat was using hate speech? Is it programmed to actually translate cat? Are you serious? It now learns how to speak cat? So this is why you don't allow AI to do a human job, everyone. Because this is the mistake that the AI on YouTube is doing. This is a good example. So basically the AI just said that the cat was using hate speech. So as I said to YouTube, is your AI learning how to speak languages from different animals now? What kind of, mind you, this is Google too, so keep this in mind. Like, you know, YouTube is what, 11.7% of Google's revenue? So as of 2022, as I remember, but like, listen, the AI is actually learning how to speak cat. Scary shit, isn't it, everyone?
have the potential for here if I am reading this contract right, and if I'm reading this...
So Louis Rossman, that is a good one and a funny one. Think about it. Your cat was probably even cursing at you too. Maybe the AI is right. Maybe the AI said that the cat was using profanity. We may have learned something about YouTube's AI. So that's a kind of scary thing that the AI actually can interpret and be the interpreter in speaking on behalf of the cat.
contract wrong and you're an attorney, please do let me know. This is a serious issue. Now, again, they say even if you do something with your bank account, like let's say, I don't know, set it up so that there's no money in it, no overdraft protection. So if Google tries to go in and take money out, there's nothing there. This is still an issue if your channel is creating revenue right now and they decide to go back and take back revenue from a few years ago. The obvious problem here is...
So this is the scary part about this whole new agreement policy with YouTube. Like Louis Rossman just described, that they can literally go into your bank account because your bank account, yes, they literally go in your bank account. This is why you should have overdraft protection, everyone. This is why you should not, you turn off your credit cards at night when you're in the bed so your cards don't get charged. Yes, the smart thing to do is turn off your cards, because I've been victim of the MTA subway system in New York City. In 2022 and 2023, they kept charging my card. In 2021, they kept charging my card. Even when I was in Boston in 2021, they kept charging my card multiple times. And this is why you got to change your cards. But the point what I'm trying to make is, everyone, overdraft protection, turn off your cards at night. YouTube now wants to literally, they can, it's like on what federal level where they can override the bank and literally just possess money from my bank without an approval. This got to be illegal, friend. This has got to be on some federal level shit, where they're literally violating not only the American rights, but the human, civil, and constitution. Wait, YouTube, where can you decide to violate my privacy, my bank account? You're literally just basically hacking my bank account to take out whatever funds you think we owe you back from past year content from like 5 years ago? Are you kidding me?
that even if you set up your bank account without overdraft protection and you immediately transfer money out of it the moment YouTube deposits money into it, is they can take away from future revenues. So the money that you would make on YouTube last month is not given to you until this month, which would mean that, let's say you're supposed to get, I don't know, $1,000 deposited in your bank account this month, and that video made you $20. That would mean that instead of getting $1,000 deposited in your account, you get $980. Now, maybe that's not that bad, but what if you have a video that made you $10,000 at one point, and now they decide for the next 5 or 10 months, you're just not getting any money because that one video gets a strike because YouTube's AI is ridiculous.
That is extremely concerning. That's the conversation I saw happening on Twitter about the whole thing, especially the ability to go into your bank and take it out. It's that kind of shit is, it's very scary stuff. I don't even see how that's legal. I'm not an attorney or anything, but that actually just doesn't seem legal. Like there's some Ray, Squilliam, Stoney, and the Bits Neon. That's platform ending shit for any other platform. Yeah, but YouTube doesn't have competition. At least not yet. You can't just take...
That's true. YouTube doesn't have any competition. That's the thing. They could probably get away with this because it's Google. They can get away with anything. That means like whatever I do, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times we make videos about this. Like YouTube is going to either strike us for talking bad about them. Mind you, this is freedom of speech they violate in here. And it's a right to discuss these things because this is educational. Once again, YouTube, educational. You are not being very transparent about your terms of services as of 2024 to 2025. You want to make things more complicated. You literally are saying that you could go into my bank account and take money from me from a past video. Are you kidding me? That's invasion of privacy. This is not what you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be an invader. You're supposed to be a creator, giving other creators opportunity. But instead, you're giving the corporations more opportunity than the people that actually want to actually give you content for your platform. And this is free content that we come up with, and people want to steal our ideas. And this is why Mr. Beast is a good example why he's can become under fire. So there's other YouTubers. Gamer YouTubers now coming up out of the light. These are proper YouTubers that YouTube promotes, but never wants to promote the smaller creator anymore. Remember, YouTube used to support upcoming creators. They don't even have that anymore. Rising, they don't even have that anymore. You don't even see it pop up on my feed anymore. Sad.
Back money already paid out. That's the impression I was under. But I mean, YouTube has billions of dollars. Surely they wouldn't throw this out without extensive legal work done around it. Don't know about the YouTube problem? Well, he's still explaining it. Basically, YouTube's got these new terms, and in the terms they have a clause where they can charge back. If you break a rule or something, they deem you a little too extreme or whatever, they can either not pay you what you're owed, or even do a chargeback, which, as he points out, could mean them legitimately like taking that money out of your account. That's some dystopian shit. Well, yeah, it's extremely concerning.
It is very concerning. It's very concerning to me, as I explained to my audience. Like, listen, folks, you can do this. You can support directly. Louis Rossman is going to recommend it too. This is how he gets his support. When people support directly. You know, links are down in the description below. This is why I need to, brush up on my Patreon, make sure that all my video, and mind you, all my videos are kind of linked to, most of them are linked to YouTube. And the problem is, it would take me a lifetime to upload all those videos on directly to Patreon. Just uploading that it would take a lifetime. But as I've explained before, YouTube is not a place where you can feel comfortable anymore. Now you got to worry about if mind you, as the partner, you agreed that you allow YouTube to just take money out your bank account and to actually violate your privacy and your rights. I just feel uncomfortable with that.
Like it's a huge deal. And yeah, I've seen them, Neon.
your content. Why would I pay 50 cents for this garbage YouTube video? Fuck, I'm just going to throw this out there. Screw those people anyway. Like, if somebody doesn't think that you're worth 50 cents, then why do you care what they think? I find so many people that make YouTube content that say, I'm afraid to do that because my audience will be mad at me. But at the end of the day, you have to think about the people that you're making mad. You're making people mad that think that that the entirety of your content over the course of a year is not worth 50 cents. Why do you care about pissing people off that think that you're worthless anyway? Again, if you're like me and you already have a job and a business and you don't have to worry about this,
that's quite a breakdown of
fine.
it.
But if you're like me and you don't have a job or a business to worry about, it might just be worthwhile to put together a general YouTube strike. I really do wonder what would happen if the largest creators on the platform said, you know what, I'm not signing this. Because again, you have to review and accept the terms to remain in the YouTube Partner Program.
And that would never happen because the biggest YouTubers already gave their souls to YouTube. They already agree. Not all YouTube, and that'd be amazing if the larger creators refuse to sign their agreement because it just doesn't smell right. It just violates a lot of our civil liberties as people in the U.S. and also those. I'm not sure what's going on in the UK, in the EU right now, but I hope this doesn't apply for the EU. But for U.S. terms, dude, this just not sit well with me. It just not sit well that this organization can literally just go in my bank account and just take whatever money they just choose to take based on what they think they have found about my videos or what they claim without showing me proof why they're even taking it. Show me a diagram. Show me a status report on a schematic chart on why you are taking my money from my bank account. And who gives you authorization? On what federal level?
What would happen if the largest creators on the platform that already had some FU money already just said, you know what, we're not going to accept this? I think that would actually be a really cool thing to organize. Like, what if the largest creators on the platform did videos on this and then also said, we are not accepting this agreement?
It's never going to happen, Louis.
I don't see it happening.
It would be a really
Louis, it's never going to happen, my brother, because let me tell you, brother, because you may have done this before with the right to repair and getting all the tech giants here. But when it comes down to this legal shit and YouTube shit, no. None of all these YouTubers are your friends like they claim to be, Louis Rossman. This is why you know your true friends from your enemies. And now you know who is the sucker and who's your allies. Those that step to your side, Louis, are the ones that literally will fight for you. Those that don't are the ones that like literally just like you just know. I know I'm not saying that become enemies because they made a choice. I'm saying that they made a choice because they rather receive dishonest money than honest money.
Do what I did and just mindlessly click accept on it. I still don't see it happening. That'd be too risky for them. I don't think it would happen. I think
it's not going to happen.
And I also don't think it would matter to YouTube, to be fair.
It would be interesting to see that.
I think YouTube at this point does not give a fuck about like the upper echelon of the YouTubers or anything. They have such a huge reach now at this point. They don't need the YouTubers. It kind of fills itself with just random videos and shorts. So I don't really think they'd care to begin with.
Organize and put together.
Side of things. This is their revenue and talking about how it's profitable now from this article.
Hey, YouTube, I wanted to step back to this one in the timeline 13 minutes. When they were looking at revenue, I just want to say that if you would have just gave us, all of us, creators, fair, reasonable, articulate, transparency, fairness on the platform, you would have created more revenue than you ever have imagined. Imagine your AI system wasn't so biased or so discriminatory and so greedy that you programmed it to be so greedy. Imagine your AI bot, your AI system, mind you, bots. Mind you, that's what YouTube is using most of the time. It's not even human eyes anymore or human hands anymore, unless it's manual, have to be manually controlled. Even those are delusional people. But imagine YouTube that your AI decided to put on a happy face. It said, no, everyone gets airtime. But no, you blame it on creators. This is what it sounds like. You blame it on people with accounts that are wasting time on the platform. If that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you're blaming people that have less than 10,000 subs And mind you, I'm one of those people that have less than 10,000 subs, right? And still growing little bit by little bit. And you're blaming on us why you lost revenue. So now you want to still take it from the, mind you, they're not going to take it from the big creators. That revenue loss, mind you, that revenue they want to take from your bank accounts, yeah, they're going to take it from the small creators, not from the large creators. I guarantee it. That's going to be a thing. But YouTube, if you were to be fair on your platform to every single person that makes content, you would have revenue larger than you would have never seen before. Your eyes will pop out your head. You'd be like, this is what the revenue we got in the never. Mind you, your revenue net would have been like off the roof if you would have just gave every single content creator a goddamn chance on your platform. But no, you are very biased, you're discriminatory sometimes, and you favor a lot of channels more than you do. And we just bust you just the other day. Mind you, we live streamed in portrait mode. We received over 700 views, even though that could be just an AI bot just saying that. But when I'm in landscape mode, when I want to do my city tours live, I don't receive a lot of views. It's like it's favoring one, but mind you, more orientation than another. And mind you, YouTube, doesn't matter what orientation you shoot video, you should accept it. Your AI is picking what is the best orientation for your video. They say in portrait is the orientation that is the best. I'm sorry, if you want to see the city from a wide perspective, you want to see in landscape. As a videographer, I know that. So with that said, everyone.
Who is this? 4 week? What the fuck? I don't know this source at all. Maybe this isn't a reliable source, but there's quite a few headlines of this. But it did run at a net loss for a long time. COVID.
Yeah, YouTube did ran into a net loss for a long time. And this is why I said the reason why that revenue, and I posted a comment right there. Do you want to know the reason why YouTube had a net loss? It's because they're not being fair to creators, period. That's what I just said. Imagine if YouTube just gave everyone fair opportunity chances. Dude, YouTube's like, yeah, YouTube would be really truly unstoppable. But YouTube decides to do the other deceptive things that pisses off the creators. This is why you have creators like myself that are not too sure about YouTube anymore.
I think it would happen. I think it would be, and I also don't think it would matter to YouTube, to be fair. I think YouTube at this point does not give a fuck.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. YouTube doesn't care, and YouTube is never going to care.
I think I'd recognize it if I see it. What are all the ones that it can be?
But I'm going to end this video on a note that everybody, Louis Rossman said it himself, that it's always good to get support directly from your audience directly. That's why I have links to other ways you can support this channel. Because what's the point of Super Chat? If Super Chat is going to take 38% of the donation, let's say someone donates $5 and needs that $5. YouTube is going to take 38% of that $5. 38% of that. And said that you guys are paying for a service. I'm like, what service? If I'm paying for a service, where's the support? You see? This is where you get YouTube. If I'm going to be paying for a service, or my audience is paying for a service that I don't know anything about. What service? YouTube, tons of services? I've been saying that thing since I was like, 12? I don't know, since Google came out. I'm saying, but what services? So where is the support if you're going to take 38% of that? Where is my support, YouTube, when I need you? When I want to physically talk to someone in person? You see? That's not fair. So ladies and gentlemen, this is why I said what I said about YouTube and what I think about YouTube. This is my own opinions. This is what I experience with my content in general. My revenue goes up and it goes right back down. Don't know why it does. It just does that. And then all these fake views I've been getting on my live streams. See, the AI is not being honest and very transparent where those views are coming from. So be careful on YouTube from now on, everybody, because it's not a safe place. And now they want to just take money from your bank account. This is just it doesn't feel comfortable with me, and it doesn't seem right. It just feels very unethical, and just feels like my rights are being violated. And regardless of the principle that we live in this country, that's supposed to uphold my civil liberty, my human, civil, and constitution. YouTube says we want to be. I don't want to even say it, but like YouTube, you sound like you want to go to civil war with us, with creators. That's what it sounds like. This is a civil war between creators and YouTube. And it's sad to say it and look at it that way, because this is a war between YouTube and creators fighting for the principle to bring YouTube back when it once was. YouTube was a beautiful place and a place where we all matter. And now it doesn't exist.